Hello, I am King Rhodes Tien, and this is my submission for ESA Winter 2024. So here we go. Alright, so this game that we are going to be submitting here is Rugrats Search for Reptar, and the category that we are going to be playing is the any percent category, which allows us to get as many of the puzzle pieces as fast as we possibly can. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do here, sorry about that, is get a manipulation. So the manipulation here, what's going to happen is we're trying to start the game when Phil comes in the bottom right hand corner. When Phil comes up, we're going to press start twice, and that starts manipulation that we'll explain here as we go. So now we see Tommy come up in the bottom right hand corner, and then now when Phil comes up, we press start twice, and that's when the run starts. Okay, so now that set the manipulation up for Chucky's glasses. This is the very first stage that we're going to be doing. We bonk on purpose to set up the amount of frames that we need to start the game here. And if we set the manipulation up properly, Lil is going to be behind the trash can right here. So this level is basically a hide and seek level. So then all the babies can be all over the house, which can be upstairs and downstairs. So hopefully we want all the babies to be downstairs. Once we see Lil behind the trash can, all the babies are going to be in the exact same location as they're supposed to be. We're going to get a Reptar bar. So Reptar's bars are important in this category. So difference from all levels. All levels means you just play every single level. So you're going to have enough Reptar bar or enough puzzle pieces. You get one puzzle piece for every single level that you beat. The Reptar bar is when you get 15 Reptar bars, it unlocks a puzzle piece for you as well. So we've routed enough Reptar bars to get, I believe, 3 puzzle pieces from that. So every Reptar bar we get is specific to what we do. But as you can see, all 3 babies have started on the bottom floor, which is perfect for what we're trying to do. And then we can go ahead and we get to the playpen, level over, we're good to go, and we're done. So if you don't get that manipulation, it can be really, it takes a really long time to kind of find the babies. And that helps stop all that stuff. So what we're going to do next with Tommy is we're going to go ahead and we're going to get the cover behind the trash can here, which can be a little bit problematic sometimes. And now we're going to go upstairs. So climbing the stairs, as you can see, is pretty slow. So if all the babies were in like upstairs, you'd have to go upstairs, get one, come down, rinse and repeat. So that manipulation saved us a ton of time. But now we're going to go into Circus Angelicus. All right, so now that we're here, this level we do second because it allows a glitch that I'll explain towards the end here with Spike. So now that we have the first part of this, Spike, all we're doing is running around collecting these bones. It's just like, basically, Spike is a lion and Tommy's a lion tamer. And he just kind of runs around the spot here. We collect all the bones. This can be a little bit challenging sometimes because if you miss a jump on you get stuck on like the little bar there. Or you just kind of miss a bone sometimes. So it's really important to make sure we're precise in where we're jumping. The next part is where the kind of glitch comes in that we're going to have the rest of the run here. We get this Reptar bar, which you can get without having to stop and go back, but I just missed it. So now that Phil and Will's on this like tricycle, a little tricycle wheelie, whatever you want to call that you had as a kid growing up. You get the Reptar bar right here that's in the way, and then we jump. This is when the glitch now takes place. Every jump that we now make for the rest of the game has that same momentum from that. So that's why we do this level second as soon as possible so we get farther jumps. And the last part is just Angelica jump on the seesaw, Chucky in the middle. Boom, now we're done. Now we're doing the bonus level, No More Cookies. After every few stages, you get a bonus stage. So what happens here is we get the Reptar bar, we throw the box to Phil. We get caught on purpose because now we are able to eat the cookies like literally twice as fast, if not faster. So we can get them really fast, and we're done. So we got 2 Reptar bars, and then when you beat a stage, you get 3 extra Reptar bars on top of that. So we make sure we do that stage. When they're short enough, we can do that. So now that we've done those technically first 2 stages and a bonus stage, now we're going to go downstairs to Mr. Friend. As you can see, look how far we got that jump. Normally you would not jump that far down. We got clipped on the side of the stairs, just missing all the way to the bottom. But now we're going into the mysterious Mr. Friend. This is one of the few stages that has like an RNG with enemies. This game can be super RNG heavy, and we'll explain that as we get to those stages. But we run around, we knock out the first Mr. Friend, we get all Reptar bars. However, unfortunately, Mr. Friend got stuck on this ball here, so he can normally come closer to us, but we had to run a little bit farther. But now we get 3 of them that spawn. Mr. Friend's, how fast Mr. Friend gets up is actually RNG dependent. So we want them to get up really, really fast. As you can see, that one Mr. Friend took forever to get up. But we jumped and got that one. That guy, we still had to wait on a little bit. We killed the 3rd Mr. Friend. And that is the end of the stage. We got another puzzle piece. So now we have a bonus land, Mirrorland. We do not play Mirrorland. Mirrorland is an extremely long stage for just like Reptar bars. So we skip that entirely. The nice thing about this is now that we went downstairs, Mr. Friend, when you come out, you normally would come out there. However, we know that we're going to have Mirrorland come next. So we do that. It spawns us upstairs. We get this Reptar bar, which unlocks the next puzzle piece for us. And then now we can go all the way to Grandpa's room, and we can access the next stage, which is the Visitors from Outer Space. This is an Angelica stage. So the whole thing is, from this episode, all these like levels are episodes from the actual show when the show first came out. So basically we're running around, the babies have been kidnapped, and Angelica needs to like rescue the babies and all that kind of stuff there. We have like a little laser gun that shoots enemies. The nice thing about this laser gun, actually, in this and a lot of other levels too, items can actually collect Reptar bars, which we use that to our advantage. So once we make this jump down, this is just like a little maze kind of section here. No RNG on this stage is really nice. We end up getting 2 more Reptar bars or Reptar bar here. And then once we finish this section here, we just run out to where all like the aliens are being held captive. We technically hit a button in this cutscene that allows us to like float. So there's no gravity, so we're kind of swimming through the air. We're going to get this Reptar bar, which is going to be right in front of us. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get a setup, and we're going to blind shoot a Reptar bar from up top. So we're going to float all the way up top here. We're going to position ourselves in this corner specifically, hit down right, and then hopefully we shoot this, blind shoot 2 or 3 shots later. We got the Reptar bar that you can't see. Speeds up the whole process. We swim out here, level's over, we got the next puzzle piece. So now that we're out, there's no bonus level here. We get spawned right where the level ends, and we run straight to Tommy's room. We collect one of the Reptar bars that is behind the crib. We run over back to his Reptar lamp, and we play the stage, Let There Be Light. And this is where the run really starts for the RNG. So this is where the runs can die really, really fast. So we go again, once we run around, get the Reptar bar behind Tommy's crib in the stage that respawns. So this whole stage is basically around that the power went out, and the babies, normally Chucky in this episode, Chucky and Tommy are in this stage. And what happens is they think that there's a light in the fridge, and when they open the fridge, there's supposed to be light and all that kind of stuff there. So now Tommy's going to run around. We get a Reptar bar behind this trash can that we shoot with the flashlight, which allows us to get that faster. We can shoot this Reptar bar here. We're going to we're actually going to run to the fridge, and the cutscene would show us not being able to access the fridge. Like, Tommy can't open it, he's not strong enough. So it's like, hey, I need my buddy Spike. Spike's going to open the fridge for us. This is where the RNG starts. Spike can be in one of 5 locations. Alright, I go immediately, this is the first spawn here. Spike is right there. That's phenomenal. Now, normally this is the second room. We normally go to the room to the right. There's a Reptar bar in there, and we come out, but I'm like, I have a backup bar, so if Spike's there, I immediately get Spike. Perfect RNG for what we got. Now, the bonus stage touched on Tommy. There's 2 more Reptar bars in the stage, and what we're going to do is we're going to get behind Lil here, and if we do this right, which we don't, Angelica gets stuck right behind Lil, and Lil, she will just keep jumping into Lil, and we can just drink the chocolate milk without being obstructed. We did not do a good job of the setup, so we have to run around a little bit, lose a little bit of time, but that's totally fine. We get more Reptar bars. All right, we are 1 away from getting the next puzzle piece. But once we get the bonus stage, it spawns us back down here in the middle, and all we got to do now is run to the bathroom. We run to the bathroom, and we access the next level, which is going to be Grandpa's Teeth. Grandpa's Teeth also has a little bit of RNG, not nearly as bad as the stage before and the stage that we're going to do after this. So this whole stage is basically Grandpa lost his teeth, and we got to get the teeth back from a goose that had stolen it. So this is the maze section again. This door here is an RNG. It's 50-50. We got the 50-50, which is going to be a little bit faster time, which is nice. Running around loses you like 5 or 6 seconds, I think. Not even that much. So we're just going to go through this maze here. There's a couple more Reptar bars. So we see one of the geese, whatever you want to call them there. We get the Reptar bar. Because we're short, normally we get the one in the last cutscene. So we're going to get that here through here. We make sure we stay to the right. Come through here, stay to the left. And then that allows us to complete the maze, which is coming up right here. So now the second part of the level is now we have Spike. Now Spike has a bigger and longer jump. Now what you can do is, as you can kind of see, you can actually get in front of the goose. However, you have to skip this Reptar bar. Since I was a Reptar bar short, I decided to not skip it because it'd be harder to find the extra one. So jumping with Spike is way faster than just regular running. So if you jump and kind of angle yourself, you get a lot more distance and you move a lot faster. The key here to be better, you see I ran into the goose. Your momentum will stop if you get too close, and I got caught on one of the bars I'm supposed to jump over. But we're still going pretty good here. So we're going to keep jumping as much as we can. We want to make sure we don't jump too far to where we know we're going to have the next spot here. So I make some jumps, but then I make sure I'm careful enough that the goose is far enough past the bar so I don't hit him, and it allows me to kind of get stuck there. We got a couple more tree stumps that we have to go after. This tree stump's not bad. The next tree that's down can be really, really finicky. If you don't let the goose get past you, you get stuck there, and it kind of sucks. But now we're doing shuffleboarding, so we want to get this Reptar bar right here, and we got to hit the goose 5 times, sorry. So we got to hit the puck 5 times on the goose, and we do that, and there is that level. So now we come out, no bonus stage, we get spit out right next to where we're at, and we're actually going to climb the stairs for the second time. And we're going to climb up these stairs, and we're going to go to the 7 Voyages of Cynthia. So this level has a ton of Reptar bars that we're going to grab, which is one of the reasons we do this. But however, this also has massive RNG. So there's 2 sections in this level here. The first section, they're all spike. This is a spike level. So technically from the episode, long story short, is that the babies stole Cynthia. They put Cynthia on like a boat, and the boat goes on the sewer. So now Angelica's really upset and angry. So Spike's like, I'm going to save the babies from Angelica's wrath, and I'm going to find Cynthia. So as we're going through here, we're going to keep jumping as much as we can and angling ourselves. Spike moves so much faster again because of the little glitch mechanic that we got from Circus Angelicus. Again, we're going to collect a ton of Reptar bars. We go a little bit out of the way here. Again, which is different from the all levels run, which we wouldn't need to do that. All right. So we're going to jump through all this dirty water. You can see our health meter when we're in the water drops down. Cool little thing about this is the health meter for the babies is a bottle. For Spike, it is it's a little bone, as you can see here. So we've got a couple more Reptar bars. This is technically another maze part, but obviously we know where we're going. There's no RNG in this first part here. It's all movement based. The RNG comes on part 2. So we're going to get that Reptar bar here. We got one more Reptar bar we're going to get. The ending is just there to our right. So we're going to jump, get this Reptar bar, turn back around. We're going to run up here, and then we're going to basically leave this first part of the maze. This is a long maze that we've got. Now, Cynthia can be in basically 6 places, I believe. We basically got the second best spot. Now, they're right next to the Reptar bar. The Cynthia can spawn. We got the second piece, so the RNG for this run has been phenomenal. So now this next level is a bonus level is Gold Rush. We don't actually play this again. We have to collect a bunch of silver nickels, and it takes way too long, so we just exit out, put this back in the playpen, and we run directly, when we get on the train, to our last level we're going to play, which is Incident on Aisle 7. We've got one backup bar that we're going to get. Since we're 1 short because of the early spike, we're going to run right over here. As you can see, the Reptar bar is right up there. The level of this, the ending of the level is actually next to some balloons, so it's not like it's crazy far out of our way. Because we go right here, as you can see the balloons are there, we're going to run around these little counters and get right to the balloon. And we're going to go to part 2, which is a fight with Larry and Steve. Larry and Steve want to make sure we get this Reptar bar, which I'm a little bit to the left. If Steve or Larry gets hit in their foot, you actually get like a double hit. So you can actually beat that really, really fast. We run up that little slope. For whatever reason, Tommy can just run up that, so I don't actually climb up the stairs a little bit faster. So this is the episode where all the lobsters, like Tommy creates chaos at the grocery store, so all these lobsters are out. So we got our 14 Reptar bar. We need one more Reptar bar in order to get what we need here. We're going to jump through the soap area. The soap is very slippery. Tommy moves really slow. We get our Reptar bar. It's our 15th and final Reptar bar we're going to get. We run down here, and we just got to run the rest of the way through the stage. So we're going to jump over this, or we're going to speed up through the ice. We're going to jump over the ice, hopefully here. We end up skipping all that because we missed the jump. We can jump from crate to crate, which is a little bit faster. We just slowly go through that. And now we're at the only quote-unquote boss fight we're going to see. We're going all the way to the left. Get the blue lobster. We're going to deke him out. Sorry about it. We run up here. We turn on this lever, and the lever turns on like this air vent, and the lobster gets sent off, and there's a Reptar bar. So now we have all the puzzle pieces, and we put the pieces together to make the puzzle. The puzzle is always this exact same order from where you're going. You input the puzzle pieces where they need to go, and it gives us access to the final stage once we do this, which is going to be Reptar 2020. Sorry, Reptar 2010. I'm a decade too far. So now we actually play as Reptar. We got to jump first because all these trees are in the way. And this whole level is essentially kind of like another maze. So you just walk your way to the end as Reptar. Again, nothing changes, no RNG. You just have destruction. There's a few things you can get caught on. So I'm specifically going to make some movement here towards the middle piece and like kind of wiggle myself. You're going to see here coming up. So we're on this long straightaway here. At the very end, there's a bridge with some like gates on it. When we get there, I'm going to wiggle left and right really, really fast. So that allows us to kind of make sure we step up there quickly. But we get caught on all of these lights, which just happens there. We just kind of make a loop around from what we've got here. We would do a little bit to get down. We make a left. We follow this road all the way around. And time is when Reptar reaches the end and it fades out. So we just make one last turn here. We go left. And on fade out and time. That is Rugrats Search for Reptar. I end up skipping the cutscene, but it has a little thing of Reptar dancing around, which we would show that off. And at this point, I would be thanking everybody, my couch, and anybody else that would help with the commentating of the run. But yeah, that's it. That's a Rugrats Search for Reptar, any %.